Hey team, So from Bodylove Academy here, and Ali, our lovely body, and myself are going to be taking you through the short spine exercise. So the short spine is often a bit of a daunting one for new teachers. It can seem like a real mouthful to try and teach and to get all the cueing and to make sure that everyone's in a nice safe position here. So we're going to take you through a prep and then the actual short spine exercise, and it can be a really nice smooth transition so that you're not going straight into that more advanced style exercise. You're giving your clients an option so that they can kind of ease their way in and advance when they would like to. So in terms of our springs, we are on a red-blue spring here. So we want enough support that those straps are going to be able to do a bit of the work for us, but also that they're going to support us as we come back down into that supine position. So foot bar is up for this one. Headrest definitely down for this one. Be sure to have that one down. You don't want to create any extra flexion through that cervical spine here. And then I'm going to get Ali to grab hold of her straps, and I'm going to just walk you through a really easy way to get people into them. If you've got clients who have never used the straps before in this position, it can feel quite heavy through the springs, especially if you've got a bit of a smaller bodied client. It may feel quite heavy. So straps in your hands, I'm going to get Ali done exactly as she's doing to push through her feet, and then just pop her right foot into her strap, and then just push the right foot forward, draw the left knee in, and then you're going to put the other strap in. So it's a nice easy way to kind of get into this position. From here, I'm going to get her just to lengthen her legs out and then just rest them, bring them up towards the ceiling. So you're just letting the tailbone rest nice and heavy. You can bring them all the way up. That's it, just to where it feels comfortable here. And then we're going to draw heels together, toes apart. Ali's going to have her hands down by her sides and open palms. So this is going to create a little bit of extra support so that we're feeling nice and balanced as we're coming up, and we're feeling that nice and secure for that extra support through the arms. Now we're going to start with our prep here. So we're going to take an inhale, the legs are lifting, tailbone's just going to lift off, but it's not going too far. And then we're going to open the knees out, heels together, knees apart. That's it. And then she's just going to let her knees draw down, heels towards the pelvis. And then she's going to push her feet all the way out towards that foot bar and then let them lift up and just do the same thing again. So heels together, knees apart. So stay down just doing the prep. That's it. Yeah, nice and small. Yeah, that's it. And then slowly push it out and away. So it's starting to find that really subtle small flexion through that lumbar spine. And then we're taking that bend of the knees out and slow push away. So you've always got this option that if your clients don't feel comfortable to come into the full short spine prep, they can, full short spine rather, they can just stay into this prep one. Now, the biggest thing here is we want to make sure that we're keeping any tension out of the lower back. So as Ali comes up on this one, she's going to let her legs draw all the way back. So her whole spine's going to start to peel off, come into a short shoulder stand, let that carriage come all the way back in towards the stopper. And then heels together, knees apart. She's going to feel her heels draw down towards her pelvis. So she's going to try and take the weight of her body, let gravity do it. It's going to start to peel down as her feet draw towards her pelvis with her. Good, that's it, pulling down, 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 yes. And then we slowly push out and away. So we want to make sure that as we're taking that peel back down, so you can bring it all the way up and over, let the straps do the work on the way up. And when you find that stationary position, heels together, knees apart, and you're going to pull heels towards the pelvis as you slowly, slowly let the spine start to peel its way down. Good, keep it going, yes, perfect. Finding that reach all the way out. So what we want to be mindful of is the pushing or the pulling sensation through the lower back. And what tends to happen here is if we try to drive through the legs as opposed to letting the weight of the body naturally draw down to the carriage. So if I was to tell Ali to push through her legs here, she's going to end up straining through that lower back and it's going to drop down onto the carriage. We want to allow the weight of the feet and the legs to draw towards the pelvis on the way down. That's it. And then it's going to slowly, as that weight shifts greater, more over towards her torso, it's going to naturally draw her body down onto that carriage and then push all the way out. I'm going to go one more like this, finding that nice big lift up and over. Good, and then heels together, knees apart. It's that slow peel back down. Think vertebrae by vertebrae. You're just letting the weight of the body feel like it's dropping down and then finding that push all the way out. So a nice little stretch to do after this one is just allowing those feet to come in together, soles of the feet come in, knees apart. You can find that butterfly stretch here. It's a really nice way if you're ending a class like this to end just how Ali's done there and actually let the feet drop down into the springs if your client feels comfortable to do that through the hips. If not, you can just cue them to gently take their feet out of the straps one by one, bring their feet down onto the foot bar, and maybe finding your windscreen wiper as that little bit of a rinse out through that lower back. So feet nice and wide, hands can hold the shoulder pads at the side of the machine, and you're just finding that nice little stretch out through that lower back. So that is our short spine prep into our short spine.